Hello guys, am I audible to you? If I'm audible to you, you can use the chat box to reply or you can use the questions box to reply. Okay, so I got a reply from one person. Okay, so I'm getting the replies from. Okay guys, so the thing is, our this particular session, we have around 83 registered students, out of which 65 have joined the session. So what we are going to do is we are going to wait for another 5 minutes, okay, so that other students can join, and then we will start the session. Is it okay? And guys, uh, when everyone comes after 5 minutes, there are certain set of things you need to follow just to make this session a bit more interactive. Okay, so I'm going to go through all the sets of rules, not exactly rules, but certain things to remember, okay, while we are on this session. Just a few things to remember, and then we are going to move on. Okay, and one more thing before I start, all of yours mic are muted so that the interference is less. This way, if someone wants to ask me a question, they can just directly ask me the question as you guys are now using this box. Okay, this way, what will happen? I will be able to understand your question, look at your questions clearly, and on the top of that, I will be able to answer you without any interference. Okay, so I will join you again, join you guys again after 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm muting my mic now so that the interference is less and the. Okay, guys, so around 79 people have joined. There are still 3 to 4 people who are remaining. Yeah, no problem. I have not started talking yet. Okay, guys. So now let's first of all take a look at our rules, a set of rules which I have prepared. Uh, just in case, just to make the session a bit more successful. Okay. So if you guys can see on your screen, now I'm showing a notepad to you guys. Okay, so first of all, I would like to again greet everyone, good evening. First of all, please reply me in the chat box. Is my notepad visible to you? Is my screen visible to you? Yes or no? Please reply. Okay, so I have got replies from many guys. Okay. Okay, guys, so I'm just going to repeat these, nothing else. So first of all, the first thing is to remember is the mic of all the attendees are kept on mute to avoid interference, which I've already told you. Second, if you have any question, you can use this question mark icon to ask the question. And if I am speaking, once I am done with the explanation part of the current topic, I will answer your question. Okay. So if by chance in the middle of the session you are not able to hear me, what you guys can try is you guys can uh, log in, you guys can log out and log in the session again. Okay, this way you will be able to hear my noise. Guys, sometimes what happens, there is a huge internet interference, so this might have problem might happen. Okay, so next rule is after every topic is completed, I will ask for doubts and queries. So you can again use this question mark sign to ask the question. Okay. Last is at the time of attendance. After one or two sessions, I will be not calling out your names. Instead, I will be calling out your roll numbers as we have stored them in the Excel sheet. So you guys should remember your roll numbers so that the attendance are a bit faster than usual. So after 1 or 2 days, just remember the sequence in which you are called. Okay, so today and tomorrow I will be taking your names with the roll numbers, like roll number one, this name, roll number two, this name, roll number three, this name. This way, what will happen? The after 2 3 session, I will just call out your roll numbers, and when you say present, the attendance will be a bit faster. So these are just the small set of rules, you guys. Small things you have to remember, nothing else. Okay. Okay, guys, now I would like to officially welcome you all for the online session of machine learning with Python. My name is Gurvansh Singh. I am a MTech pass out. I have done my MTech in robotics from SRM University, and I have been working in this field from past 3 to 4 years. So this was my background. Okay, so I would again like to officially welcome you. So guys, let me tell you about the layout of the session. So as for the layout, what is going to happen in our current week or in the starting week? So guys, this will happen. Okay, so whenever I am speaking about a topic or whenever I'm explaining a topic, I will be writing the same thing on my notepad so that it is visible. So by chance, if you are not able to listen to me, you guys can also read it. So this way, as the session is being recorded, the recording of the notepad will also be recorded with my explanation, and you guys can find that material on the mentorbuddy.com website link, which it's I think which is already provided to you guys. Okay. Okay, Avnish, I just saw your message. Some sort of online audio buzzing is going on. Yes, Avnish, that's what I am saying. There might be some internet speed issues. So there might be some glitches here and there. Those glitches can be from your side and can also be from my side. What you guys can do is you guys can refresh your internet. Okay, if the problem, first try to refresh your internet, and if the problem still persists, uh, do not panic, just log out and log in again. Okay, I hope I answered your question. Okay, so guys, I was telling you about the pattern, right? So we will follow this pattern. Okay, so for the first week, we are going to have a small flashback of Python. Like we will have like introduction, a small, very small introduction to machine learning. What is machine learning? We will have a flashback of Python. Like we will work through all the general Python stuff so that it gets refreshed in your memory. This will be for our first week. From the second week, we are going to officially start our ML. Okay, so we'll start with the type of MLs, like what are the type of machine learning you guys can do, like reinforcement, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, reinforcement learning, right? And then we will look about different ML models. Like we will talk about the complete regression models, including linear regression, multiple regression, uh, decision tree, forest algorithm. Then we will be talking about in the next weeks, we will be talking about clustering, all the clustering algorithms like KNN clustering, K-means algorithm, SVM, and many more, right? After covering all of these, right? After covering all of these, after getting simple examples and working through all of these sections, we are going to work on our mini projects. Okay, so in the session, we are going to work with the mini projects. So the mini projects will be decided about, one of the mini projects will be from the regression section. So we are going to use the machine learning and regression to predict an output. Next, one mini project will be from a clustering section. Okay, so we are going to use the algorithms from clustering section to solve that mini project. Then final of this, at the final of this, we are going to talk about our major project. Okay, so I will describe the major project, what will be needed for the major project, what are the, I will explain all the necessary building blocks required for that major product to be done. Okay, and then I will provide you guys a certain amount of time for you to complete that major project, and then we will discuss on it, and I will check how correct you got the answers. Okay, this was the complete format. Meanwhile, as for you guys, let's come to the part of online material, what we are going to provide you. So for the online material, we are going to provide you the PPTs which we are working on. We are going to provide you the PDF for Python and machine learning. Okay, accordingly, the weeks we enter, we are going to provide you the PDFs for that. We are going to provide you the PPTs. Also, we are going to provide you the video session, all of the sessions which are going on, which the video recording of these sessions which are going on will be provided to you. Meanwhile, general MCQ questions will be available to you. Okay, MCQs will be available for you, just to topic wise MCQ, so that after the topic is done, you guys can go on in the chat box. We are not able to type the text. PT chat box is from my side to reply to you guys, or a general message. If I want to send any general message, I can use the chat box. You guys can use the question mark sign, the same which, yes, Manla. That's what I'm saying. Chat box is from my side to reply, if I want to send a message to all of you as a group, I can use the chat box. You guys can use this question mark block, the question block, to ask me any question or give me any command. Okay, the same way you have done right now. Okay, so let's moving on. So as I was telling you guys right now, so we'll be providing you this, all the video sessions will be provided. But guys, all of these things will be provided on mentorbuddy.com. So you should keep this in mind. You will have to check the mentorbuddy.com regularly for all the updates. Okay, so after this video session, general MCQs, all the Excel files, okay, all the Excel files or CSV file I use for my sessions. Okay, all the session, all the Excel files or CSV files I use for the sessions, they will be provided using this particular app also, and they will be available on the MentorBuddy website also. Okay, so with this, even if you guys are not able to download it, you from this webinar app, you can download it from the MentorBuddy and practice it. Okay, so I would just like to see if someone has any other questions before moving on. Okay, I see few questions. Wait a second. So after completion of exam, how to attend the exam? Yes, yes, I'm telling you. I will tell you everything. No problem. Simonica, I'll tell you. Just 1 second, yeah. So what I was saying, all the Excel sheets will be, all the data sheets will be provided to you guys so that you can download it and then practice it on, practice all the sessions which I have taught you after the sessions are over. Okay. After that, every week, okay, every week there will be two, what do we say, two questions, okay, two exams. These are just general MCQ questions. These topic wise general MCQs. You can go to, so I will just make it a more bit enhanced topic wise general MCQ, so you can just uh, attend the mentor buddy. After completion, can we be able to see the questions that were asked by other buddies? If we follow these sessions perfectly and learn everything, can we say the interviewer that we know where? Yes, K. Prashanti. Excuse me, please. I just see the screen but unable to get your audio. Akhil, please, for Akhil, I am just 1 second. I am going to reply Akhil. Uh, okay, guys, I will reply to you one by one. So there is no need to panic. I will try to answer each and every one of you. So let me solve Akhil's problem first. Okay. Okay. So for Webava, Webava is saying that can we see other guys' question? Okay. So guys, what will happen if you ask the question, if that question is beneficial to everyone, or if that question is repeated? Like for example, I am explaining a topic and more people are not able to understand a topic or a word. I will write the question and answer, and I will send that answer to everyone. Okay, so what will happen if the question is repeated, right? If I get a repeated question, or if I think that the question is important and everyone will benefit from that particular question, I will write the question on the notepad and answer it while speaking also and while writing on the notepad also. So this way the question and answer will reach everyone. If the question is on a more personal level, then I will I will reply that question on a private chat. Okay. So K. Prashanti asks, if we follow these session perfectly and learn everything we say the interview that we, okay. K. Prashanti, let me try to be a bit more honest to you guys. See, these sessions are going to boost your knowledge. If the interview select you or not totally depends upon the condition in which you are going for that particular interview. all I can say from my side is I will try to cover each and everything, okay, regarding ML and AI. And you guys, from your side, what you guys can do is you guys can practice those sessions and ask me any kind of question or query you get. So this way, what will happen? You guys will have a profound knowledge of what is going on around. And guys, it doesn't, the situation of the interview matters a lot, right? So that might, do we get help from you during our major project? Yes, 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 Kirti, you will get. Okay, Rohit, H Reddy Lohit. I will write my name on the WhatsApp, okay? No problem. Oh, sorry, on the notepad, I will write the name so that everyone can see it if you missed it. Yes, I will help you. Okay, sir, I've joined the webinar just now. Will join the webinar at the same time because of fasting. Okay. Okay, Azim, I'm getting your point, Azim. What we can do is, uh, since the session is starting at 8:30, right? Avnish, one second, I will let me answer Azim's question. What we can do is, Azim, uh, in the starting itself, okay, if you are, I know Ramzans are going on, what we can do or what you can do is, meanwhile, as you will know that the starting of the session from the next session or the day before section, what we are going to do is, Uh, Azim, yes, what we are going to do is in the starting of the session, like I have taught something today, right? So for the next session, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a review session in the starting so that if I gave you a task and you are not able to do it, or if you have any question related, anything, I will try to solve that question first. So I don't think you will miss a lot. And on the top of that, as soon as you receive the video recording of the session from the MentorBuddy website, you can go through the recording and work it out. Okay, Azim? I think I have answered your question. Okay. Avnish, are the concept taught from the beginner? Yes, Avnish, I will try to teach each and every topic from the beginner's perspective. What, but what might happen is I might miss some things, right? Because if by chance I miss something out, by chance, I'm not saying that I will miss it, but by chance I am not, I forgot or I missed something, you guys can remind me, okay? If you think that you should also not know this particular topic also, you can remind me in that particular session and I will involve that in the next session. Okay, Avnish, I think I have answered your question. Sir, for the major project, will we be provided with sufficient support? Yes, Sainath, as I've already told you, for the major project, I will be guiding you through it. I will be telling you all the necessary steps, what you guys will do to do that. I will tell you all the libraries. See, for every ML, some of the things are pre-required. They are predefined. You cannot change those things, right? For example, data pre-processing is a step which is predefined. So that process will be included no matter what you do, right? So what we will do is, guys, to make the major project a bit more easy for you guys, what I will do is, let me show it to you guys, okay? So what I'm going to do is I am going to prepare a template for you guys, okay? So we'll prepare a template for you guys. So what you need to do is, I will prepare a template uh, telling all the steps, okay? And on the top of that, in those particular steps, what will happen? I will also tell all the steps will be defined and all the libraries you need. Okay, all the libraries required will also be defined in that. But the thing is, I won't be giving you the code, and I don't think that is appropriate for me to give the code. Okay, so I think Sai, I have answered your question. Priyanka asked, is laptop required for? Yes, Priyanka, laptop is required for the sessions to go on. See, the first session itself requires a laptop because I need you guys to go through an installation process of the IDE, yes, of the Python if you have not installed Python. Okay, sir, may I know what is the process of getting Microsoft certificate, please? Okay, H ready. Right. So the process of Microsoft is this way. After completing the session, yes, after completing the major project, you guys will provide will we will provide you a certain amount of time to revise all the things, and then a date will be set for you guys for the Microsoft certification. So this class will be available in Mentor Buddy. Yes, Azim. The whole class will be the whole sessions will be available as video itself. So my explanation, my notepad notes will be available. All the file I share will be available on MentorBuddy itself. On the top of that MCQ question, that's what I was explaining right now. Komareddy, will you decide slash give the project or will you help for our own project? Okay, Komareddy, for this particular session, for the period of for this duration, I will be deciding and giving you the project. If you want my help, right after the sessions are over, if you want my help, I can help you on a personal level. Is it clear, Komareddy? Like if you are designing a ML project for your for your fourth year or seventh or eighth semester or fourth year, I can help you on a personal level. That is not a big thing. Okay. Yeah, thank you. Okay. So Mandla sir, by listening and practicing this session, can we clear our mic? Yes, definitely. But the thing is, see, guys, the thing is you will have to practice on your own. That is the biggest part. What might happen, I will try to give all the 100%, uh, my 100%, and I will try to capture all the topics. But what happens, sometime I may miss a topic. So this is your responsibility. If you think that I am missing a topic, right? If you think I am missing a topic, you guys should remind me. I will take in account all your personal requests. Okay, and then I will add those topics in my session in such a way that I start those session at the basic level and everything is clear to you. Okay, sir, I'm not accessible with the laptop or computer because of lockdown. Can I be able to do mini project? Okay, for you, Akhil, we will try to get a way through it. Okay, for your problem, I will think of a solution in such a way. Like the thing is, Akhil, for ML, we need a processor, right? I know the problem of lockdown, but what you can do is there are certain online applications, like some of the online companies, they provide you online computing power. So I think you can use your mobile phone and those online facilities to work through this your problem. Okay, give me 1 or 2 days. Okay, before the start of our mini project and the major project, I will find a solution for you. Okay, sir, is the major project should be done group wise or individually? Since the major project Sai Aditya, since the major project is a single project for all of you guys, it will be okay. We will do this. We will do this after providing you the project, right? We will keep a poll for it. So if you guys think the project, you will be able to do that project individually, we will keep that individually. If you guys think that you will need a group to solve that project, we can do it as a group wise. Okay. What are the required tools for training? Vevba, I am going to cover that those tools in the on this session itself. Okay, sir, when this internship will complete? Okay, Patha, till now we have decided for 1 month, so it will 1.5 hour for 4 weeks of time. So I think it will be around 30 hours. Yes, just let me give me 1 second. So yes, so this session will be till the major project. This session will be of 30 hours. Should we download any tool in our device for coding? Whereby I will tell you, I will go through the complete installation process, so there is no need for you to panic. Sir, the project will allocate to single or person. Same question, Muturu, I have already answered it. Which software is required to learn? Okay, Tejasri, I will be talking about this particular thing in my session, this particular session itself. If we not attend for exam, will we get? Um, yes, but I think you will be getting a participation certificate. Okay, Tejasri for practice. Tejasvi, please try to write the complete question in one. I will explain all the thing. Okay. Thanks for reporting. Hope you will. Yes, Akhil, I will help you. No problem. Just uh, before we move on to our next session, just if I forgot by chance, just I would like you to remind me. Okay. I've already installed Anaconda and practice on Jupyter. Can I use it or need it to install idle? Okay, say Sneha, if you are already practicing on Jupyter, it's good because I was going to take this whole session on Jupyter itself. So it is good for you. But the thing is, depending of, I don't know the configuration of your computers, right? So I will not be providing you the Anaconda part. So I will be integrating your Jupyter with the core Python itself. Can you recommend a Python application for different windows? HRD. So I will be using Jupyter Notebook. So it is a web-based application. So it does not matter more on the this ML itself, Moturu. Do we need to have knowledge on Python to write the program, or will teach us Python? Okay, Bhavani, I have already told you, as if you can see in my notepad, the first week, I have already told you I will be talking about Python itself. So I know that some of you, as I have already seen a reply, like Sneha is saying that she has already started on Anaconda, but I know that some of you have already started with Python and machine learning. And I also know that most of you guys are new to this whole Python thing and ML thing. So I will be starting from the basic. I know that it might be boring for few guys. The starting sessions might be boring, but you not know that you might find something interesting also. Okay. So Bhavni, I have already answered you. Preeti, sir, what are the softwares we need for okay, Preeti, I will take the whole part. Okay. Avnish, I use Sublime Text. Okay, Avnish, it is okay to use Sublime Text. But the thing is, I will take all the lectures on Jupyter, right? So it might be confusing for me to switch between switch between Sublime and Spider. It is okay if you need any help on a personal level. If you are already using it, Sublime Text, I think you know what to do in that. And for Himanshu also, he's saying that you are using Spider. Spider is also a very good app. But guys, I will be using Jupyter Notebook for it. So if you need any help regarding these softwares, you can ask me on a personal level and I will help you. Okay. So will you form a WhatsApp group for the AI and ML student? We will interact with each other and it helps us. Okay, Preeti, for this, I think a group will be created, but I'm not in charge for that. Okay, the company is in charge for that. The management of the company is in charge for that. So I think they will create a group. Okay. I think this is totally up to them. So will you teach only the required parts of Python or okay, Sai, I will try to cover almost every part of the Python programming itself. Okay, but my major focus will be on the ML part. That's what I'm saying. If you think that I am missing a part, right? So guys, my major focuses will be on the libraries for Python, which are focused on ML and statistics and file importing and stuff. But that's what I'm saying. If you think I am missing a portion, if you think I'm missing a part that you need for me to explain, you can just tell me. Okay, you can tell me, sir, that sir, I need this portion to be explained. If I get, we will do a poll for that. For every topic, we will do a poll for that. So after receiving that poll, I will add those topics into my sessions. So this way, the session will become more interactive. Is it clear? Have I answered all of your questions, or do you have any other initial questions? And for other guys, those who have already installed Python and some kind of uh, IDE to work on Python, it's okay. You can use that. But if you want to use Jupyter, you can use Jupyter also. You can follow the installation process and use the Jupyter. Okay, guys. Now I would like to ask a question, and you guys should just reply in yes or no. Is my talking speed okay? Is it faster or slower? If it is okay, yes, type yes. If it is a bit faster, type faster. Or okay, if you think I should go a bit slower, you can tell me that. Okay, okay, no, please. So please for what, Akhil? Revelli Anusha says S. Please try to be a bit slower or faster. It's fine. Okay, so most of the answers I have, it's okay, sir, but few times you're yes, Bhavani, that might be because of internet. Your pace is good. Okay. Please be as of now. Okay. Go some slower. Okay, Pathak, I will try to go a bit slower. Okay, while since I was answering your question, I had to be a bit faster so that I can get all of your questions and answer them. While I'm explaining the topic, I will go a bit slower. Okay, so that everyone can catch up. And the voice breaking will also be less because of internet. Okay, so I think I have answered all your generic questions, general questions, FAQs. Uh, okay, so as I was telling you guys about the process, so every week there will be two exams. Now you should listen to this very carefully. These exams will only be available for a certain period of time. Okay, so I will tell you that available or active. Okay, so and these will be used to evaluate you guys. Okay, okay. Like you guys give the okay, as you guys give the online examination, right? It's just like this. These exams will be provided available for you for a certain period of time. These will be active for a certain period of time. I will share you all the details, okay, for this online exam, that what time they will be active and what you will be doing in those exams. Okay, so every week we will be keeping one exam on Thursday and one exam on Sunday. So the Thursday's exam will cover up to 3 days, Monday, Tuesday. The topic for 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. And the Sunday's exam will incorporate all of the topics. Okay. So the Sunday's exam will cover all of the topics, and the timing for the Sunday's exam will be a bit more. Okay, so so this will be all the materials which will be provided you, which we will be providing you on Mentor Buddy. So you will get PPT of all the sessions. You will get PDFs, like all the PDFs which I will be sharing for extra study. Okay, so these PDFs are for extra study. Like if you want to enhance your Python, right? We will be providing you the Python book. If you want to enhance your machine learning, we will be providing you that. If you want to switch them, see guys, machine learning is a whole huge topic, right? And all of your interest might be different. So some might focus on image processing of the machine learning part. Some might of you would be working on, sir, whether we will be having classes on Saturday. No, Sai, we won't be having classes on Saturday and Sunday. Okay, so as I was saying, what was I saying? Yes, as I was saying, these PDFs will be for you to enhance your information, your knowledge about the whole topic like machine learning and Python. And if from those topics you are not able to understand anything, you guys can raise a poll that you want this topic to be added in the session. And if I get enough response from you guys that you other guys also want that particular topic to be added, I will add that topic in the session. Okay. So as for the video session, all of the recordings will be provided to you guys on the Mentor Buddy, and all of these videos will be downloadable. Okay. So after that, as I've already told you, topic wise general MCQs are provided. So you guys can answer those. And if you have gotten a wrong answer, explanation is also provided. Okay. After that, all the Excel files which I will be using in the models, ML models, machine learning models, all the ML Excel files or CSV files, whatever extra data set or the extra data sheet I use, all of them will be provided to you using this webinar also. Same will be available for you guys on Mentor Buddy to you for you to download and use it. Okay. So I've already told you about the exam. So this will be our flow for the whole session. Okay. So I think by now I have already explained all the doubts, all the general FAQs, frequently asked questions have been answered. So I think I will move on with the session now. Okay, just give me 1 second. My PPT is being loaded. Okay. So guys, for today's session, as I've already told you, for this specific today's session, we will be focusing on just the introductory part of machine learning and installation part of Python and the Jupyter Notebook IDE. And we will be also installing all the required libraries for future. So the libraries which we require in the future will be downloaded and installed today itself. If by chance I forgot a library, or if a new library is required, I will tell you in the same session to install that particular file. Okay. So first of all, let's come to the okay. So let's get started with the introduction of machine learning itself. So the first question is, what is machine learning and why do we need it? Right. So as you guys can see, at a very high level, machine learning is a process of teaching a computer system how to make an accurate prediction when the data is fed. So guys, this is what we generally confuse about. So the thing is, machine learning is not exactly about making your machine learn something. The whole thing which we do is to make our machine predict the most accurate answers. Okay, machines are always going to be machines. What we do is we design an algorithm. Now, since that algorithm is designed by a human being, it might have a flaw, and that flaw might cause a machine to learn something different. Okay. Now the next topic is we develop systems that are automatically able to adapt. I think if you guys are for that, I just received a phone call. Sorry for that. I put my phone on silent. Okay. So as I was saying, like if you have taken part in this particular session, I think you know what machine learning is. We try to make our computers or our machine automatically adapt to the environment and process the environmental variables, and produce a result. For example, like in our whole journey as we are child, the moment we are born, everything is fed to us. Like for example, we are taught to touch the feet of our elders. We are taught to not to raise our voice in front of elders. We are taught never to go near hot things, right? We are taught never to fight with someone else. We are taught to respect to others. So these things are taught to us. And after experiencing all the things, we make our own conclusions, right? We make our own conclusion. Like if I am meeting someone of my own age, how am I going, if I know that person, how am I going to respond to that particular person? If I do not know that person, how I am going to respond to that particular. So these are our conclusions which we make from our past experience and learnings which we get through all our age. So this is what machine learning is all about. As I have already told you, our last line explains the same thing. Mimic humans and replace them in monotonous tasks. Till now, the task of machine learning is restricted to the part where we try to mimic humans and replace them with the machines for a monotonous task like recognizing handwritings. Yes, or what we can do is we can use machine learning to convert text to speech and speech to text, right? And one of the major examples you guys have heard or worked through is online assistants, like, right? Virtual assistants like Siri, or what are the other examples like Amazon Speaker, which we have right now, right? So these are the examples for machine learning. What we did is we replaced humans for that. Okay. If we move on to the next slide, this is a general, the most generic machine learning model which you guys can uh, see anywhere. So what we do is, so okay, so there are two flows. So there are two flows of data, not flaws, flows. Okay, FLOWS, two flow of data. One flow is shown in the yellow part, yellow color, and the second flow is shown in the blue color. Okay, so the yellow part shows us the training data. So for any machine learning model you prepare, okay, okay, guys, let me explain it and then I will answer your question. Okay, yes, Alexa, right, Kirti. Okay, so for any machine language model you prepare, right? This will be the most generic algorithm or most generic model you are going to follow. Now I will start with the training data. So what happens? First of all, after getting our data, like for example, let's take an example, the most common example of identity. I think you guys might have heard about this example also, differentiating between apples and oranges, right? So that is, suppose we want to distinguish between apples and oranges. Okay, so what we can do is we can, using this ML, we can prepare a robotics model. You guys can use this project also, this make this mini project in your BTech level also. You can make this as a project. You can create a robot head to identify between oranges and apples, okay, and separate them into two flasks. So if you get a bowl and put oranges and apples in that, we can create a ML model in such a way you can differentiate between apples and oranges. I think this model is already present on internet itself. But what you can do is you can add a mechanical arm to it to pick those apples and oranges and separate them, right? So what we will do this, so what this how this model work is, so that the images, okay, so before we start separating the apples and oranges, you need to tell your computer that what are apples and oranges, which directly means that you need to create the features. You need to extract the features of apple and oranges. So what you will do is you will get a set, a training data, a set which includes the images of all the apples, right? So an apple can be of extreme red color. It can be of yellow color also. There are green colored apples also. There are small apples, bigger apples, right? Uh, some apples have mixed color between yellow and red, right? So what you will do is you guys will collect this data, okay, the data of apple and orange. Okay, K Prashanti, I will give you an example. Okay, so uh, after that what we do is example. One second, guys. Uh, Prashanti, I get your question. I'm using the most generic example. Prashanti, I am using the most general example of identifying apples and uh, oranges. So let me finish it, and if you still have a doubt, you can ask me. Okay. So what I was saying, like before you try to extract any feature, like the apple can be big, small, red color, yellow color. These are the features, right? We need the data for it, right? We need the images for apple and oranges. So that becomes our training data. So we will feed that training data in such a way, and then okay, this is the first yellow block, training data. So before we create anything in ML, before we create any model in ML, we need the training data to train our lab, to train our machine to recognize a particular thing. Okay, next block is train the machine learning algorithm. Okay, so as the next topic says, train the machine learning algorithm. So after that we need to choose an appropriate machine learning model, and using that training data we train that machine learning algorithm, and create our own model to predict it. Okay. Now guys, let me open my notepad and tell you what I'm trying to say. Okay. So for any kind of, okay, ML models, how we create ML models, right? Okay. I am talking about the example of identifying or differentiating apples and oranges, right? Okay. So let me ask you this question, okay? Let me ask you this question, and I want reply from each and every one of you. How do you differentiate between an apple and orange? Let's start with this so that the topic is a bit more clear. How do we start? How do you guys identify between an apple and an orange? Color, right? By shape and color, the appearance. Yes. So Ritik, the appearance thing, if I divide that appearance thing, I will get shape and color. Yes, that's what I'm saying. So this shape and color are the features which we required. Okay. So what we will do is we will get images, right? As Ritik said, appearance. How will you tell appearance of a certain thing? From the images, right? So first of all, we need images for this. From those images, what we will do, we will extract the features, right? Okay, someone said taste, right? So since taste is a human thing, machines are not able to taste certain things. Machines are not able to taste, so we will leave that feature out. Okay. Yes, smell and taste. Machine can smell things using certain senses, but those senses are not profound yet. Okay. Okay. So appearance, as I was talking about appearance, how do you get appearance? From images, right? Now from these images we will extract features. The next thing is extract features. So this feature extracting comes. Okay, now these images are the training data. Okay. Okay, guys, while typing there might be some spelling mistakes, so please try to understand. So these images are the training data, the first step, the first block which I told. Okay. Yes, fruit skin texture, sir. Even though touch, we can. Yes, touch is still a third step, right? If I keep a apple in front of you, you just recognize that apple through shape and color, right? And the experience, right? And the experience. The biggest thing is experience. If you give a small kid a apple and orange, he might find it difficult to differentiate between both of them, right? So now this images is the training data. Now we extract the features. Now this thing is what it's called as training the machine learning algorithm to extract the features and identify. Sorry, my bad. Okay. Now we will extract the features. Okay. So the features here are color. For Apple, the color can be red, yellow, and let's say green, right? So it's not exactly yellow. It is a combination of yellowish and red, right? I can't see your screen. How about now? Is it visible? I think there is a internet lag. That is why you're not able to see the screen. Muturu, try this login and log out, okay? Login and log out. Sorry, my bad. Log out and log in. There might be some internet lag, I think, guys. So that is why you might not be able to see the screen. Okay. So these one of the feature is color. Now the next feature will be shape. Now computer cannot identify exact shape of an apple, right? The apple is not exactly round, but it can clearly identify an shape of an orange, and orange is more rounder than an apple. So this shape, the second feature is shape. So the shape can be identified as for orange. The shape, okay, let me first write the color for, okay, just 1 second. Let me make it a bit more color for apple. Okay, and the next thing is color for orange. So one of the major colors for orange is orange itself. Yes. Second thing, sometimes there are green oranges, right? So now what happened here? Now I got a feature, right? I got a feature, the same color feature, both in both in apple and orange is green. So the color for orange can also be green, and color for apple can also will be green. So now what happens? Now the second feature will help you, shape feature. So for orange, the shape, okay guys, 1 second, let me close off my Google Chrome first. Okay, let me close off. I think there is a internet lag. Okay, so for orange, as I was saying, the shape will be circular or spherical, right? And the shape for apple will be different, right? So in the center, it forms a circle, but it is thinner on the sides. On one side, it is more thick. It has more radius, while on the other side, it has a smaller radius, right? So the shape for apple can be identified as a bigger radius, bigger radius on one side, and flat, almost a flat surface on the another side, right? So this is the features. Okay, so this is first is next process is the feature extraction. So we extract these features. Yes, elliptical, not exactly elliptical. The shape of apple is a bit weird, as you guys know. Okay, the next thing is training the machine learning algorithm. The next block is train the machine learning algorithm. Now, what training do you need? Now, this time, this is an algorithm to identify these features. Okay, so the training of the model in the yellow block, the training of the model, or sorry, algorithm means uh, to create an algorithm or use an algorithm, okay, which is successfully, okay, if I by mistake my spelling is a bit wrong, don't pay attention to it. Okay, while typing it might happen. To create an algorithm in such a way that algorithm is successfully able to identify those features. So we train that algorithm regularly again and again in a loop, okay, in such a way it is able to identify like that red color and yellow color belong to an apple. So this is a training which we humans also get this training from our childhood to identify certain things. As I've already given you the examples to greet our elders, to be respectful to our elders. These are the trainings which we receive. So in the same way, your machine learning algorithm should also be trained to successfully identify these features. Okay. Okay. After that, after we do this, from the training data and the algorithm which we created, a model is created. Okay. Now this model, okay, this what this model is. This model is the trained algorithm. Okay. The trained algorithm which can automatically extract the feature, the complete thing which I have already told, extract the features and okay, and identify them. Okay, separating them that these features are for apple and these features are for oranges. Okay, now this is our final model which we created from the training data. Now we will talk about the blue thing. Okay, so the blue thing is the real input data which you use to get a output. Okay, so the blue input data is the real input data which you are going to, I will write this, the blue blocks. Okay, now I'm talking about the blue blocks. So I will write this in caps lock so that you can tell the difference, blue blocks. Okay, so the first blue block is input data. So this is the actual data which we use to identify the which we are going to use to get the result, to get the output. Okay, now next thing it says machine learning algorithm. Now this machine learning algorithm works in conjunction with the model. Okay, so what happens, as I've already told you, this model will provide you with the features, okay, the identified features, and the machine learning algorithm now they are talking about. Now this machine learning algorithm is the actual algorithm which is going to use the model which we have created, okay, which is going to use the model, the the pre-created model, sorry, model to get a prediction, okay, to get a prediction like this or the answer or the output. So the prediction is the best way to describe an output from a machine learning model. We see results are the perfect output which we need or which we require. Now, as I've already told you in the definition also, it says machine learning models are used to get and the most accurate predictions. Okay, so these prediction can reach a level for results, but they are not exact results. Okay, now after this, if you see on the right side, okay, if you see on the right side, let me use one of the features, drawing to 10, right? Okay, if you see this block, right, if you see this particular block, it says manual validation by human, right? I think guys there is a delay, so let's wait for 1 minute. There is a delay on the screen. Let's wait for a few seconds before we move on. Okay, so I have marked a block on the screen, right? It says manual validation by humans. So after getting the prediction from here, right, this is the answer or the result you were saying. This is the answer, right? After getting the answer, we use human validation. Okay, if we get a good answer, if the answer is uh, precise, if we get a precise answer, the model which we have created, the algorithm which we have created is good. our work is done. But if the answer is not that precise, what we are going to do, we are going to enhance. We are going to train the data. So this means that we still need more training. Like for example, uh, as in our exams, right? One second. Okay, guys, first of all, let me remove this. Okay. So let's take an example of our own exams, right? Like we have 2, 3 class tests in all the semesters in all the college. We have class tests, right? We have around 2 to 3 class tests depending on the college. After that, we have our final semester exams, right? Sorry. So why we need this we need this class test to identify like in which topic we are doing good or in which topic we are not doing that great, right? Sir, there is a lot of disturbance from your side. We can't able to hear your voice. Okay, guys, I think my internet is lagging a bit. I don't know what happens. Okay, let me check. Okay, let me check. Just give me a minute. Okay, guys, is there a disturbance now? Can you hear me clearly? Guys, please reply. Am I audible to you now? Okay, Preeti, thank you for reminding me. This might happen, okay, guys. Sometimes, see, this is the evening time, right? So most of the internet is always slow in the evening. So this kind of issue might happen. Okay, so though no need to panic, we have ample amount of time. Okay, okay. Uh, okay, let's move on then. So as I was telling you the example for this, right? So in the same way, if the data given in training and input data is same. Yes, yes, Roja. So I am going to the data which I am going to use to explain to you guys, I will provide you the same data so that we get the same result. And if you have any error, I can clear that error for you. Is it okay, Roja? So guys, as I was already saying, so we use these 2, 3 class tests to identify like in this topic I am weak, in this topic I am strong, and then we get a final semester exam to get the marks. In the same way, we use this human validation to get the we use this manual validation by humans to get an answer, right? To check whether I have received the correct output or not. If you have not received the output, we use extra training data. Now, for example, like in the previous training example, right? So for the previous data, this image, let's say you use 50 images, okay? And 50 images for both. So you got 100 images to extract the feature. Now, after getting the prediction, okay? After getting a prediction, you have a success rate, let's say, of around 70%. I'm still being positive here. Okay. So let's say if you are having a success rate of 70%, mean that out of 10 inputs, you are getting correct answer for 7 images. So what I'm going to now, since to increase this success rate, what I'm going to do is I'm going to increase the training set. Increase the training set. So let's say for since I used 50 images for my past data set, now I'm going to use 100 or 70, let's say. Let's keep it in between. Let's say I'm using 75 images now for both of them. Okay. And now what I did, see, for example, if I trained my data last time, let's say last time I trained my data for trained the data for, let's say, keeping everything in mind, let's say I trained my data for 100 cycles, right? Now, if getting this, if I use 100 cycles to train my data, on the top of that, I use 50 images and I got a success rate of 70. Now, what I'm going to do is to uh, enhance my success rate, right? To increase my success rate, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use. So this can only be done for different flowers. Uh, it depends on the data and on the models. You are telling about flowers. I am asking about uh, what do we say? I'm talking about apples and oranges. It doesn't matter. Okay, both of them will require image processing models for ML. Okay, Kirti. Both of these things will require image processing models itself. So that is a common thing between both of them. See, both of them will require a color, first of all. And the second thing is both of these examples will require shape and size of the leaves, the petals also, right? So for both of these, we require image processing models. Okay. So let's say for now I train my data for 200 cycles and I increase my success rate. Let's say I increase my success rate to 90%. So guys, we need to do the whole process again and again to make our result even more precise than the previous time. Okay, until and unless you get your desired result. Okay, we need to follow these steps again and again until you get your desired result. I think I have explained this model way too much. All of your doubts are clear, I think. Guys, if you have practical doubts, right, it will be cleared when we move on with the practical session. Okay, so guys, I think I will move on with the next slide. So these, as you guys can see on your screens, these are some of the applications of machine learning. Okay, like the one of the biggest examples are image processing, as I've already told you in the examples, and computer vision, language processing, marketing, bioinformatics, medicine, speech recognition, face recognition. I think you guys must have see, these are the fields, right? Image processing, computer visions are the bigger fields. Language processing is a bigger field, diagnostics, and then there are the subfields like for face recognition, right? Face recognition is a subfield of image processing and computer vision. Okay, speech recognition is a subfield of language processing, right? uh, if you go in bioinformatics, gene expressions, medicine, all of these, object recognition, all of these are the applications for ML. So if you guys see here, if you guys look at this image clear more seriously, you will find each and every topic is present over here, right? Let me call out the topics like multimedia, security, handwriting recognition, recommender system, face detection, personalization, right? Computer vision, marketing, manufacturing, diagnosis, sorry, my bad, diagnosis, uh, face recognition, gene expression, medicine. So these are the different fields and subfields in which the machine learning is used. Okay, so moving on. And guys, what we will do, we will see. Let me be a bit more honest today. Here itself, the image processing models are the image processing models are one of the are the biggest models, okay, in machine learning. So guys, these models, image processing models, are going to take a huge amount of processing power, okay. So what I would like, since I do not know your PC configurations, right? I do not know how much processing power your is PCs are capable of. So we are going to avoid this image processing models. Okay. What I can do is if you are planning on making a project, if you are planning to make a project on image processing itself, like image processing models, machine learning project, if you are planning to make image processing machine learning, right? ML project. If you're planning to do this, you can ask me on a personal level, okay? Ask for my help on a personal level. So, and I will help you clear out those doubt also. But the thing is, since I think so, we are running out of time. Set, take a look at Python. Yes. Ready, H ready, right? See, timing is not a big deal. We can obviously compensate with the next, and we can talk afterwards also. Okay, so it doesn't matter. We can increase the time also. If you guys are not busy, I can take 10 or 15 minutes extra to complete this session. Okay. Project will we each work for different sir, for the major project, will each of us work for different aspects like image processing, computer vision? That's what I'm saying, Sai. For our this particular session, right? Since I do not know your computers and I do not know your computers processing power, I cannot give you a very big major project. Let me be a bit more honest. I tried one of the image processing projects on my laptop, and my laptop is i5 with 8 GB RAM and 2 GB extra graphic cards. Moturu, I have been explaining for about ML itself for the past half an hour. I have been explaining. Moturu, you can use the video to again go through the explanation, okay? Kavya, sorry, Kavya. Correct definition. Okay, I will explain it to you. Okay, definition part I can definitely explain. So as I was replying to Sai, right? So for the major project, I was not thinking of image processing because most of the time for image processing, until and unless you have a very high performance laptop, like if you are having a graphic card like of what are the graphic card, like latest graphic card, you are having i7 latest generation processor and around 16 GB, you can easily do it. But if you are having older laptops, your laptops are going to hang. Okay, so what I'm going to do is for these, that's what I'm saying. For these particular session, I'm trying to avoid this image processing models because they take up a huge amount of uh, processing power. If you need my help, if you are thinking on your own image processing model, you can ask for my help anytime. Okay, I will provide you the help. That doesn't matter. On a personal level, I will help you. Okay, let's move on. Let me give you the explanation. Okay, so machine learning, if you take a look at the real definition, so machine learning is the process of teaching a computer how to make accurate predictions. Okay, so that is the most most precise definition. See, there are each and every person, the historians, the previous engineers, those who have started in the field of machine learning, all of them have their own definitions. Okay, if you look for definitions for ML, you will get more than 15-20 definitions. Okay, so what basically all of them means, what is the essence of machine learning is that you teach your computer system how to make accurate predictions. That is the essence of machine learning. Okay, moving on, let's move on with our session. Okay, so Python. Guys, I knew that today's session is going to take a huge amount of time because today's session is more focused on introduction and explanation, right? So it doesn't matter since we also try to know. Okay, Vasa or Priyanka, no problem. No problem. Just wait a while. Let the internet reload. It will work. Okay. So, so let's see. So for this session, we are going to work. We are going to use Python as the background programming. Okay. Now, so the let's start with the definition. Python is a high-level interpreted general-purpose programming language created by Guido von Rossum and was released in 1991. So this is the history of Python. Like the Python was created by Guido von Rossum and was released in 1991. It is a general purpose programming language. This is the most generic introduction. Okay, we will going to talk more about Python in the next sessions. So why Python? That is the biggest question. Why Python? Because Python interpreters are available on almost every operating system you can find. So it is available for Windows, it is available for Linux, Unix, or as you guys know it, Ubuntu. It is available for Mac also. Okay. And the next biggest thing in Python is it supports a huge number of libraries. So for every model, you guys just need to remember what library and what function we are going to use. Okay. And most of these libraries are open source, so you can download them very easily from internet. Okay. So I want to ask this from you guys. How many of you have not ever worked with Python? How many of you have never worked with Python till date? Uh, Please reply in the chat, yes or no. Use the question box. Never. I think no. So I think you have not ever installed Python, right? Never. I have worked. I haven't worked with Python. Okay. So guys, for that, okay, just I've gone through Mentor Buddy, sir. Okay, good. Just installed it yesterday. I have worked just the basics of Python. I haven't. We are going to use latest 3.3 plus 3 plus versions. Okay. Yes, worked for few programming. Okay, what I'm trying to ask here is how many of you have Python installed in your PCs, right? Okay. Yeah, no problem. We are going to work with 3.8. So after the 3.6 versions, most of the things are common. They have just added few libraries. Okay, Sushmita, good, good. So what we are going to do is, guys, I'm going to tell you the process of installing the Python in your system. So what you guys can do is, you guys can go to, let me edit this. I installed it, but not, okay, one second. I installed it, but not that perfect with it. Okay, no problem. Okay, for those by tomorrow, what should we install in our PC? Just like, yes, let me say, guys, let me tell you, just completed the basics on Coursera. Okay, if you guys have not Python in 2 GB, yes, uh, see, that is why I am not using uh, image processing models because of your PCs. If you use that image processing on 2 GB, that laptop is going to hang for sure. Doesn't matter, Afri. If let me tell you guys, if you have not installed the Python, if Python is not installed, guys, I have made a bit of a blunder here. I have put a comma here instead of a dot. Let me clear it. So what you guys can do is for you guys to see for Ubuntu systems, like for Linux and Python. Sorry, for Ubuntu operating system or Linux, the Python is pre-installed. Okay. The Python is pre-installed. On the MentorBuddy site, I will provide you with a PDF also. Okay, if you want to update your Python, how can you update your Python? So I will provide you the PDF on the MentorBuddy. It will be available in around the same time the video of this session is available. Okay, so in around half hour, in around 1.5 hours, I will provide you the PDF on how you can update your Python on the Ubuntu systems. For Windows and for Mac, if you are using Windows or a Windows operating system, or you are using Mac operating system, what you guys can do is you guys can use these URLs to download the latest Python. Okay, just keep this in mind. Download the stable Python version and install it. So you will get an installer with this Python installer for Windows and Python installer for, sorry, my bad, Python installer for Windows and Python installer for Mac. Okay, guys, and follow these steps. Okay, okay. After you download, right? After you have downloaded and installed Python, right? After you have downloaded and installed Python, what you guys will do to check if the Python is working in your PCs, right? No, no, no. I am saying if you have not installed or not worked with Python ever. Okay, if you are working with Python on Spider, then it means that you have already downloaded that, right? Okay, guys. So next thing what you need to do is you will open your command prompt. Okay, in the Windows, in your MacBooks, there will be command prompt or CMD or terminal. Command prompt, CMD, terminal, right? So since I'm using Windows, I can show the Windows students, those who are using Windows operating system. What you will do is, if see, I have pinned my CMD on my sorry. Uh, 1 second, let me check your messages first. Yeah, hi sir, this is Devla. Can I use version which is on? Yes, no problem. No problem. Any more agenda for today's session other than installing Python? Yes, we are going to install Jupyter also. No, Afrin, there is no need. My OS is Windows XP, so will Python. Okay, there might be a problem for that. What you do is for okay, when you will use this URL, right, it will show you like which Windows it supports. So you can download the version for your Windows XP itself. Okay, but I would like to suggest you this. Uh, I would like to suggest you this, Taran Kanti. Please try to update your Windows as soon as possible because Windows XP is too old now. I have IDL idle. Uh, it is sufficient, but Jupyter is more interactive, Bhavya. Just do not install Python, just use Jupyter Notebook, okay? Actually, I forgot my laptop, sir. I can't go to hostel now. Can I manage with phone? Uh, Patha, Karthik, right? Why? I will try to find an online service for you where you can use this, okay? See, mobile cannot support the processing power. Okay, so let's move on, guys. So what I was telling is, after downloading and installing, what you will do is you will open your command prompt or CMD. Let me show for the Windows students. So CMD command prompt. See, when you get this command prompt, it will have a default directory open in it. In this default directory, what you need to do is you need to type this command Python dash dash version. So after this, when you hit enter, you will get a version for Python. Okay, this I have Python 3.8.1. Okay, so in the CMD, in the command prompt or CMD or terminal, what you are going to write, you are going to write Python, the command. Okay, I'm writing the command here, Python dash dash version. This command will return you with the version of the Python. Okay, will tell you the version of the Python and also indicate that you have successfully installed your Python in the computer. Yes, I know it is lagging a bit. It is an internet issue. I have already told you at this time in the evening, the internet usually lags. Okay, right. So after doing this, okay, after installing Python, what you guys need to do is, I did not get the version. Okay, Ritik, if you are already using an IDE, how can I update Python version? Okay, okay, I will update the PDF to update the Python. Okay, to update the Python, it is very easy. What you just follow the same step. Just install it and install with the latest version. Okay, or you can do this. You can install the laser. Yes, it is okay. Yes, it is okay. So you can use 3.6, 3.7 version, 3.8 version. Bhavani. Bhavani, I just said that after downloading the Python, after downloading and installing the Python, use this command in your CMD or terminal to check the version and to check whether it is installed successfully. Okay. No problem. No problem if you have installed PyCharm. Okay. So what we are going to do is you see, until and unless you have installed Anaconda, it is one of the biggest IDEs. Okay, you can also install Jupyter. Jupyter is a bit more interactive and useful. And on the top of that, since I will be using Jupyter in this whole session, it will be less confusing to you guys. Okay. So after doing this, what you are going to do is let the screen come. Let the screen be visible. I will just let me just zoom in. You guys will follow these steps. Okay. Just install these libraries in the same CM. Do not close the CMD. Okay. Do not close the CMD and follow this. Download these files. These are the libraries which we are going to use in our future sessions. So first is NumPy, Matplotlib, Pandas, and scikit-learn. So these are the few libraries which we are going to use in our future sessions. So use these commands: pip install NumPy, pip install Matplotlib, pip install Pandas, pip install scikit-learn. Okay. Okay. So for those, sir, will you plan the session in daytime? Because of the lack of internet, it is disconnected 2 times for me. Preeti, most of the students are having their college sessions in the morning. That is why we cannot plan the sessions in the morning. So that is the problem. PIP is not recognized as internal or external command. Okay, guys, if you are getting this error, I will also update. See, I know the errors and updation. I will provide a PDF to you guys on how you can work with these errors. Okay, how you can solve these errors. And meanwhile, I think by tomorrow a group will be created for you guys. Give me around 1.5 hours. Okay, I will tell you. I will provide you the PDF. No need to panic. I will provide you the PDF on the mentor buddy. You can use that PDF to solve your problems. Okay, if you have the libraries, it doesn't matter. It is well and good. Okay. Yes, I will update a PDF for all the installation and errors you might get. Okay. If I forget something, we can discuss it in the next session. Okay. Next thing is, so guys, next thing I was thinking to talk about Jupyter Notebook a bit. If you can see on your screens. Amity. So as I've already told you, why Python? Because there are two major reasons. Because the first reason is it Python is available on almost every operating system. Second reason is it is a general purpose programming language. Okay, so there are huge number. Third, the biggest reason is it is an open source programming language, and a huge amount of libraries are present to work with uh, machine learning models. So these libraries contain the machine learning models, and they are very easier to use. So that is the reason why we use Python. Okay, since Python is in boom today, right? So most of the developers are focusing on Python to update its libraries. Uh, Tejashree, I have not worked with PyCharm. I'm sorry, but I will check and confirm it to you. Okay, I will check and confirm it to you. Give me. I have already recorded all your errors and responses. I will update a PDF in MentorBuddy around an hour later, 1.5 hours later, after I have my dinner. Okay. Okay, guys. So what I am going to do is I'm not going to talk about Jupyter Notebook today, but I am going to show you the installation process. Every slide is being recorded. Okay, you guys can get the video. You can use the video to download this. And guys, one more thing. One more thing. These PPTs are also available on the MentorBuddy. Okay. These PPTs are also available on the MentorBuddy, so you can go through the PPT itself. So I'm not going to talk about. Okay, guys. So this is how you are going to install Jupyter Notebook in your PCs. First of all, let me make this clear. Okay. Yes, I will share the download process PDF itself with all the errors. I have noted down all the errors and all your queries. I will update a PDF accordingly. Okay. Give me just around 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Just let me have my dinner, and then I will create a PDF, and I will update you. No, no, Shreya, you don't need that. Yes. Jupyter, let's talk a bit about Jupyter. Jupyter is also an open source. It is an IDE. Okay. So let's talk about the Jupyter a bit, just for 2-3 minutes. Okay. I will give you a brief description of Jupyter tomorrow after it is installed. Okay. So the Jupyter is an open source web application that allows you to create and share documents. Okay. For now, you should know that Jupyter is a loose acronym for meaning Julia, Python, R. So these programming languages were the first programming languages. These were the target while the Jupyter application was created. So when this Jupyter notebook was being created, Julia, Python, and R, these were the target languages. So that is why the name was made as Jupyter. Okay. So Ju is from Julia, Pyt is from Python, and ER is just represent R programming language. Okay. So this was just a basic introduction for just a basic. I will talk in brief for about this Jupyter notebook in tomorrow's session. Okay. So, so do we need to install ideally if we install? No, no cases. No, we don't need this idle. Okay. So this is the guys. Let me go through this process and then I will answer all your questions. Okay. So next thing we need. Okay. So guys, first of all, when you install your Jupyter, right, it's just with this single command. Let me show you. It is just this single command is needed for you guys to install Jupyter in your PCs. So it says pip3 install Jupyter. Okay, first of all, listen to me very carefully. You need this pip install Jupyter. If it says pip3 is not recognized, then you will upgrade your pip. So it says pip3 install dash dash upgrade pip. So with this, what will happen? Your pip will be updated to pip install pip3. Okay. How to install? Yes, that's what I'm saying. No, not with R. It will be another. It will take another 1 hour to work with R. Yes. I will post everything. Guys, let me be a bit clear. this PPT is available on MentorBuddy. You can go through the PPT and you can install the same thing. I will also update and uh, just for 5 minutes more. I just need to take the attendance and then the session is over for today. Okay. You can go through this PPT anytime on MentorBuddy. You can download the PPT itself. Download that PPT and go through the steps. Okay. And I think by tomorrow, group will be made for you guys, and you can use that group to message me and ask me if you're getting any error. Meanwhile, around 9:30, I will update the PDF for all the possible errors. Okay, you might get. Okay, so the command to install Jupyter is this: pip install Jupyter. Okay. Next, to run Jupyter, you need this command, Jupyter Notebook, to run the Jupyter Notebook on your, and where you are going to apply all of these commands in your CMD. Sorry for that. All of these commands should be run in CMD. Okay, so let me write this. Guys, no need to panic. Just go through this video. Okay, go through this video and go through the PPT, and you will be able to install. Meanwhile, give me some time. I will update the PDF such a way that if you get any error, you can go through that PDF to solve your errors. So all of these commands are to be run in your CMD. Okay. Yes, Ritik, I will update the PDF. Just give me a few hours. Okay. So guys, we are not going to talk about the last two topics today. Okay, so we are going to talk about these topics tomorrow. I just added it for today if we had time for that. So we are not going to talk about the 10th slide today. So if you download the PPT from MentorBuddy, Shreya, you can see pip3 comes. Pip3 is, if you are using that, if you have used Anaconda, right? Pip3 is already installed. Pip3 comes with the Python. It is a bundled thing. Will the course be completed in the due time? Yes, Avnish, the thing is today was the first session, right? So we needed to be a bit more, it was a bit more introductory part, so it became a bit lengthy, and the course will be completed in the due time. If it is not completed in the due time, the time will be increased. So there is no need for you to panic. All you need to keep this in mind that the topics are covered or not. If we have to take another 2-3 days or 4 days, we are willing to provide you with the extra time. So do not panic about the time. Okay. Just think about whether the topics are being cleared and whether the topics you are able to understand the topics. Just focus on that. Okay. So guys, if you download the sheet, if you download the PPT from the MentorBuddy, do not work on the 10th slide. Okay. And in the meanwhile, I will update you with the PDF itself. Okay, so now guys, with this, I would like to end today's session. So by tomorrow, I think all of you will be able to download your Python, all the libraries and Jupyter Notebook. You can run the Jupyter Notebook in your PCs and try if it is working or not. Okay, and I think by tomorrow the groups will be created. Okay, so now for now, I need to take your attendance. Give me just 1 second, around 30 seconds. Let me upload. Let me open the attendance sheet. I will take the attendance. Okay. Ready before HRD, before going, let me take your attendance and I will tell you my name also. Just 1 second. Let me get the attendance sheet. I know you are muted. Just reply whenever your name is called. Just reply using the same dialog box. Okay. Just reply using the same dialog box. It is going to take around 5 minutes more. I know today's session expended a bit longer than expected, but since today was our first session, we needed to be familiar with all of these, right? I'm not getting dialog box. Which dialog box? That I am talking about this particular dialog box, Amit, Preeti, where you have just typed this message, okay? So I'm going to take your names. Yes, when you hear your name, just reply present, okay? I'm not talking about any question, Webaby. I'm just taking the attendance. So if you are present, just reply P, okay? Just reply present. Okay. Uh, Tarani Kanti, Tarani Kanti Sodhamani. Guys, if as soon as you hear your name, please reply. Okay, that's good. So also, Avnish, let me take call out your name first. Let me call out your name first, then you reply. Okay. So and remember your roll number. So Tarani Kanti, your roll number is 1. Okay. Vaibhava Lakshmi Rajyam. Vaibhava Lakshmi Rajyam. Roll number 2, I'm going to repeat your name around 3 times for the first 2 sessions. If you're not replying, I will just put absent. Okay. Vaibhava Lakshmi Rajyam. Roll number 2. Okay, I'm marking absent. Mm, Baswaraj Mahesh. Baswaraj Mahesh. Roll number 3. Baswaraj Mahesh. Lakawat Sneha Priya. Roll number 4. Yes, Vaibhava Lakshmi, I marked your present. Sneha Priya. Okay, Sneha Priya is present. Uh, Vedavrat. Vedavrat. Roll number 5. Vedavrat. Yes, yes, I marked your present. Tarani Kanti, I marked your present. Vedavrat is present. Okay, marked present. Mandala Dharani. Mandala Dharani, roll number 6. Yes, Afrin, mics are muted for everyone. Just reply in the same question dialog box, okay? Mandala Dharani, roll number 6. So I'm marking absent for her. Okay, Mandala is present. Okay. Sai Bharadwaj. Okay, good, present. Your roll number is 7, okay, Sai. Just guys, remember your roll numbers for future. Amiraj Ajay Kumar, roll number 8. Amiraj Ajay Kumar. Okay. Harika Relangi. Harika Relangi. Okay, good. Roll number 8. Sorry, roll number 9, Harika. Shruti Kolipakka. Roll number 10. Shruti Kolipakka. Shruti Kolipakka, roll number 10, I am marking absent. Okay, present, good. Harshita Nandam. Harshita Nandam. Yes, sir, yes, I have marked your present. Kolipakka, your roll number is 10, okay? Harshita Nandam, roll number 11, Harshita Nandam, I am marking absent. Roll number 12, Sneha V. Roll number 12, Sneha V. Present. Roll number 13, Sahithi Ala. Roll number 13, Sahithi Ala. I'm marking absent for roll number 13. Roll number 14, Ponugoti Ritik Rao. Roll number 14. Okay. Roll number 15, Shoaib Hafiz. Roll number 15, Shoaib Hafiz. Hafiz, sorry. So I'm marking absent for roll number 15. Uh, Roll number 16, Gandu Rachana. Okay, present. Okay, Hafiz, I marked your present. Rachana, roll number 16. Rachana. Yes, Hafiz, I marked your present. Roll number 16, Rachana Gandu. KSS Parthi. Okay, no problem. I mark her present also. Kiran Priya. Roll number 17, Kiran Priya. Okay, I'm marking absent for roll number 17, Kiran Priya. Roll number 18. Okay, Kiran Priya. Guys, try to reply a bit faster, okay? Otherwise, it will take whole night for me to complete the attendance. Roll number 18, Sai Monica Chintalapudi. Roll number 18, Sai Monica. Yes, Kiran Priya, I marked your present. Roll number 18, Sai Monica. Okay, good. Present. Kumbam Ruchita. Roll number 19. Kumbam Ruchita. Roll number 19, Kumbam Ruchita. So I'm marking are absent. Roll number 19. Roll number 20, N. Kirti Reddy. Okay, N. Kirti Reddy is present. Roll number 21, Reveli Anusha. Roll number 21, Reveli Anusha. I am going to repeat last time. Roll number 21, Reveli Anusha. I'm marking. Okay, guys, try to be a bit faster. Roll number 22, Sai Kiran. Sai Kiran. Okay, present. Yes, be a bit faster. Okay. Roll number 23, Sai Aditya. Devulapalli. Okay, good. Roll number 24, K. Prasanthi. I think Tejasri. Yes, I have marked your present. Yes, if your attendance is done, guys, you can leave. Roll number 24, K. Prasanthi. Okay, Kirti. Who ran out of data? Kirti Priya Kutum. Roll number 25, Pooja Kokula. Roll number 25, Pooja Kokula. Yes, I am trying to take it a bit faster, but the students are not replying. How can I take it a bit faster, right? Pooja Kokula. Yes, guys, try to be a bit faster, right? KSS Pranthi, I think he's present. Priyanka Vasam. Priyanka Vasam, please reply. Okay, good. Y Dheeraj, roll number 28. Y Dheeraj. Roll number 28, Y Dheeraj. The marking is absent. Okay, present. Roll number 29, Swamulapalli Priyanka. Roll number 29, Priyanka Swamulapalli. Roll number 30, Apurva Jayanti. Apurva Jayanti. Kumbham Ruchita. Okay. Apurva Jayanti is present. Guys, try to be a bit faster. Roll number 31, Satya Priya. Roll number 21, Satya Priya. Your names are already visible to me. Just write present, okay? Yes, Apurva, I marked your present. Your names are visible, just write P. Okay, Sahini Kelapalli. Guys, just write P. There is no need to write the whole thing present, sir. Just write P. It will be a bit faster. Roll number 33, Konda Monica is present. I think she was present. Roll number 34, Kamar Kamarapu Sankirthana. Okay, this was a bit tough. Sankirthana. Monica Konda. I have not. Konda Monica is present. I have marked your present, Monica. Uh, Kamarapu Sankirthana. Roll number 34. Is he present? I'm marking is absent. Okay. Komareddy Pratyusha. Okay, present. Yes, Monica, I have marked your present. Monica, I have marked your present. Vidya Reddy. Vidya Reddy. Roll number 36. Vidya Reddy. Roll number 36. Marking absent. Gampu Balaveni. KV Sri Divya. KV Sri Divya. Okay, guys, I am thinking that this is not working out very good. You guys are replying way too slow. Venkatesh Shri Divya. Okay, good. Munagi Buala. Yes, Divya, I marked your present. Munali Buala. I think, guys, we have exceeded our time limit. What we are going to do is I'm going to mark your presents tomorrow. I still have too huge number to go through. Okay. Sai Pranavi. Yes, I have marked your present, guys. If you have replied, I have marked your present. Chaupalli Malika. Roll number 41, Chaupalli Malika. Neeta Rani is present. Okay, one second, one second. Okay, Neeta Rani, your roll number is 79, okay? Sai Sanitha. Sanhita. One second, guys, be a bit slow. Just 1 second. Anita Rani Chaupalli Malika. Chaupalli. Chaupalli Malika is present. Shreya Rentala. This is still going to be a huge problem for me. Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's end today's session. What I'm going to do is, I think your records will be recorded in the webinar. So I will use that to mark your present. No need to panic. If it doesn't work, I will mark your present tomorrow. The internet lag is huge today. Let me figure out the problem. Okay. Let me figure out the solution for it. And no need to panic. Okay. No need to panic. I will mark your presents. If you were present here, your record is, your names are recorded. Okay. Your names are recorded. No need to panic. I will mark the present and I will confirm with you in tomorrow's session itself. Since today I had a lot of questions to be answered, since it was our first day today, our time has already exceeded, right? No need to panic about it. I will mark your present tomorrow, or before tomorrow session. I will mark your present and I will confirm the present, your attendance tomorrow itself. Okay, so no need to panic. With this, I would like to close off today's session. Guys, go through the installation process if you have not installed it, and I would try to answer all your queries. Okay, I will try to answer all your queries. I will prepare a PDF for you also and update it on the MentorBuddy website itself. Okay, so thank you guys for joining. I hope that no need to panic, guys. No need to panic. I hope that I have answered your questions. I will mark your present. There is no need to panic. Your records are being recorded, like who have attended the session, who have not. I will use it to mark your present and I will confirm it tomorrow. Okay, I will confirm this thing tomorrow in tomorrow's session. So no need to panic. Just use the steps to install the file. Okay. Thank you guys for joining. And with this, I would like to end today's session. Okay. Which option do we have to select to become a? I think if you call the management, right, they will provide you on how to. Uh, yes, wherever the thing is, today was the first session, right? So I had to answer so many questions. No need to panic. We will manage time. Since I had so many queries and questions to ask for in the first session, it took a bit time. From tomorrow, the time will be managed. Okay. Uh, Sunkara, you have to go for CRT preparations. Okay. Avnish, there is a attendance criteria. We have to tell your colleges about the attendance. Okay. I think you are in contact with the management of the company. You can ask them on what is the process to, like, when your IDs will be added. Okay, I think your IDs have been added on MentorBuddy. Use CRT preparation, your ID, and ask the management on how to log in into MentorBuddy. Okay. So guys, with this, I would like to end today's session. I'm sorry it took a bit of a extra time. It will not happen from tomorrow's session. Why? Because today I had a lot of question to answer. Okay. So when the groups are created, the number of questions will reduce in the session, I think. Okay. So let's hope for the best and let's hope that we don't have internet lag tomorrow. So bye bye guys. Take care. Be at home. Stay safe and try to install all of this stuff. Okay. Bye bye.